Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Kaldheim draft here on the channel. Before I dive in, I do want to remind you that if you enjoy the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment in the comment section down below with your questions or feedback. And if you would like to catch the Twitch stream live, you can do so at twitch.tv/NicolaiBolas. If you would like to support my content directly, you can do so via the Patreon, patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. And yeah, it's a great way to get back and all that good stuff. So we've opened up Righteous Valkyrie, which is a pretty solid card. Just try not to get too confused by the text. A 3-mana 2/4 flyer is just an excellent card. There are several other great cards in this pack, and then the text comes up from time to time. If you gain like a 3-mana 2/4 flyer that gained you 5 life, that's just a really good card, and that's not that far away from what this does a lot of the time. There's other angels like Stalwart Valkyrie. There's changelings like Guardian Gladewalker. So you can do some cool stuff with the Righteous Valkyrie. I think Agar is a really good card. I think that's probably the card that I'm most terrified of, because when they play it on turn 3, I'm just like, I don't know if I can win anymore. It just absolutely obliterates. It works super well with Demon Bolt, Squash, really anything it works well with. So I'm actually very tempted by Agar over the Valkyrie, but I think the Valkyrie is good enough that it's still worth taking, even though blue-red is a really good color combination. Thanks, Schmeeks. But yeah, just starting with one color is so much more flexible than starting with a gold card in terms of what's going to be open, what cards are presenting themselves. And I'm pretty happy with that choice, because if we'd started off with Agar, all of a sudden you're like, well, there's not a good blue card in the pack, and the best red card is like a Tuskeri Firewalker, maybe Provoke the Trolls. Whereas there's a really good white card in Usher the Fallen. There's a good green card in Struggle for Skemfar. So it's nice to be able to have this flexibility when you start off your draft, where you don't have to be so constrained. So yeah, so I think I take Usher the Fallen here. If I wasn't taking Usher, there's not really a good white card either. So I'd probably just default to like what I think the best card in the pack is, which is probably Struggle. I think I'm probably higher than a lot of people on this card, but just when you foretell it on turn 2 and then later get to do it for 1 mana, it's just super effective with a lot of the cards. Tuskeri Firewalker is probably number 3 for me. I try to avoid the black cards unless I get a good pull into black. It was really funny in my video yesterday with Ben Stark. He was like very anti-black, which is kind of funny. Like in terms of the color in Kaldheim, it's just like the cards are just so much weaker, and he just was like, yeah, it's just these cards are so bad, which was really just funny to see. Oh, Kadoke. And I also went up on Goldvein Pick here. Goldvein Pick was really good for me yesterday. So we have a Righteous Valkyrie, an Usher of the Fallen. We don't prioritize Snow Plains. If this was a different color, like if we started off green card, Snow Forest might be a little bit of a higher priority. But we've got a couple cards so far for a white aggro deck. Story Seeker is good for white aggro. Goldvein Pick is good for white aggro. Draggor's Helm is a good card, but it puts me into black, which I don't necessarily want to just jump into willy-nilly. Rune of Flight can be really good with Goldvein Pick type cards. Doomscar Titan can be really good. I think I might just want to take the Goldvein Pick here. It gives me a excellent, like, it's a colorless play, and there's like cards of good colors in different spots. I think Doomscar Titan's defensible. Struggle for Skemfar is defensible, but Doomscar's been a little bit awkward for me. It's just very expensive to use, and a lot of the time the situation where it's good doesn't come up as much. I still like the card, but I'm a little bit lower on it, and so I'm just going to take a card that I can definitely play with the 2 cards I already have. And now there's a Shimmerdrift Veil, but this is in a white deck, Shimmerdrift Veil goes down in value because you don't really care about snow as much. And Stalwart Valkyrie is just an excellent white aggro card, so I'm probably just going to take that. Yeah, it was funny because I actually had a conversation yesterday where I was talking about Goldvein Pick versus the Story Seeker, and I took Story Seeker, but that was because I already had 2 Goldvein Picks. But I like Stalwart Valkyrie here. It works well with the Usher, because Usher often trades off early, and then you can get the Stalwart Valkyrie down. It also works really well with the Valkyrie. So right now, we just mono white right now, and we're kind of feeling out the signals. We've seen a couple of red cards, a couple green cards, a couple black cards. Kennel Master's pretty solid. And I think Shimmerdrift Veil is also good, but not really for my deck. Okay, now there's a Carter, which is so far away from where I am that I'm not going to take it. There's a Starnheim Courser, which is not the greatest with what I've got going on. And there's a Ruined Crown, which we could speculate on. I'm just going to take the Ruined Crown. With a Gold Vein pick, we can maybe splash a rune or two. And Rune Crown can do some cool things. Starnheim Courser is the type of card that's good. I like it. But I often cut them because it's just a little bit, like, not like premium. Like, some of these cards are cards that I generally wouldn't be cutting from a deck. And this card can be really good. So I think it's Starnheim Courser's close, but I'm going to speculate on the Crown. Okie doke. And then this pack is not great for me. There's some blue cards, but I don't think they pair super well with what I have. I'm not going to want Hawk, not going to want Kinseeker. An Elder Fang Disciple is okay, but I don't really see a reason to jump into that type of direction. I'm just going to take the Arctic Tree line. If I do end up in a white-green deck, I'm going to want this card, and I have seen a couple struggle for Skemfars and things like that. I'm going to put the Rune Crown in the sideboard for now. Okay, and now there is a Dwarven Reinforcements. I think that's better than the Breakneck Berserker. Works pretty nicely with the equipment theme. Not a huge fan of Frostpire Arcanist compared to some of these other cards for my combined with the cards I already have. I think we've been seeing more red cards than blue cards. Also, the blue cards don't necessarily work as well with the white cards in general. Reinforcements is just nice. I think Breakneck Berserker's okay, but nothing too special. And now there's a Jaspera Sentinel. There is a Notvold Recluse. I'm not really a Raiders Carve deck because a lot of my creatures don't crew it. I already have the Arctic Tree line. Notvold Recluse is a card that I'm never going to really want. Jaspera is sometimes playable, especially when you're splashing stuff with Goldvein pick. It can get a little bit of a bump. I've had it perform decently as a one-of, whereas Notvold Recluse is a solid card, but I often leave it on the sidelines as well. So I think this is a relatively interchangeable pick. Okay. Another red card in the Hagi Mob. There's also a Code Spell Cleric. An Immersturm Raider. I'm just going to keep taking white cards. Code Spell Cleric is totally fine. I would say that Raiders Carve is more of a deck-dependent card than an archetype-dependent card. I had one deck where it was really good in. You generally don't want to be defensive. You want to be attacking, and you don't want to have haste creatures, and you want to have a lot of 3-powered creatures, because it's not great on defense, because it doesn't like block on turn 3. But later in the game, it can do some good work. Okay. We've been seeing some black cards here. I'm just going to take the Immersturm Raider. We still don't know our second color. It could be red. It could be green. It could be technically be black. I'm not going to be main decking Invoke. Okay. Well, looks like we're playing Angel Tribal. Haha. Glorious Protector is fantastic. We have a couple of angels now. And this just works quite well. Glorious Protector. So, it's a little bit better than Packmate for sure. We would definitely take Packmate over the pick and the Doomscar Oracle. I think Packmate is the second pick out of this pack because we're probably not going to facilitate the Spirit very well. But I definitely like getting the Glorious Protector here. We have a couple of angels. Again, if this card is like a 3-mana 2/4 flyer that gains you 2 life even, it's just a great card. Like 3-mana 2/4 flying is just great stats. Because normally you're getting like a 3-mana 2/2 flyer or something. And then this card's just absurd in our deck. We have double Code Spell Cleric. We have an Usher. We have just great cards to synergize with the Clarion Spirit. If I wasn't taking this, it would be close between Beskir Shieldmate and Demon Bolt. Demon Bolt obviously much more powerful, but Beskir Shieldmate guaranteed to make the deck, whereas the flexibility, because we don't know our second color, is really nice. I will say also, yeah, this card's just really good in our deck. Or we already have double Code Spell Cleric. Yeah, I think I would probably take Demon Bolt because this is pretty replaceable, but it does work well with the pick and stuff. But Clarion Spirit is excellent. Okay, and now we're going to take Bound in Gold. Just some nice removal. I am actually much higher on Divine Gambit than I was yesterday because I actually played with it once and it performed pretty well despite a misclick that I had involving it. But I think it's a pretty solid removal spell because you just can take out something you actually care about. But Bounding Golds is a little bit better than Divine Gambit still. Beskir Shieldmate. I would probably go Bounding Gold, Divine Gambit, then Beskir Shieldmate. And I like how flexible our draft is right now. We have 9 playable cards. Couple red cards, couple green cards, a Ruined Crown if we wanted to go that direction. Okay. Now we're probably going to speculate on something. I'm not a huge fan of Valkyrie's sword. It's just a bit expensive. A 7 mana is just not something you really want in your double Code Spell Cleric aggro deck. Goldmaw Champion can perform decently well. There is also just a struggle for Skemfar, which can work nicely with some of my creatures. I think it's between struggle for Skemfar and Goldmaw Champion. My curve doesn't really... You generally don't need to prioritize 3-drops, and you can probably get it. I can probably get a Goldmaw Champion later. Whereas struggle is going to be premium for my deck if I end up in green. Kidoke. And now there is Warhorn Blast versus Guardian Gladewalker versus Frenzied Raider versus... Yeah, pretty much those 3. I'm not going to take the Warhorn Blast. I do have 7 creatures and some like small ones like Code Spell Cleric, but I just don't prioritize Warhorn Blast. You can get them later. Guardian Gladewalker goes well with my Angel cards and just works well with small creatures in general. And then this card works with my Usher of the Fallen and any other Boast cards I get. I'm just going to take the Guardian Gladewalker. Green seemed more open pack 1, I think. But I think red was also decently open pack 1. Okay, and now there is a Maja Bredegard Protector. That's a great little reason to go into green-white, and we already have some reasons to go into green-white, or some cards that would reward us. We have like a struggle for Skemfar and things like that, so Maja's probably going to push us over the top there. Elven Bow is not the perfect card for this deck, but it's still okay. I don't love it in this deck, but I probably am not going to love playing it. This is kind of what my deck looks like right now. I think it's better than Valor of the Worthy by enough that it's worth playing. And pick 8 Serulf's Packmate is probably a good sign for our green deck here. If we wheel the other one, I'm going to be astounded. We don't, but I'm not super worried about that. I mean, there was one in this pack, too. I don't know why they wouldn't take this other Packmate as well. There's a Goldvein pick and a Snow Forest. We're not going to be super heavy on snow, presumably. So I'm just going to take another Goldvein pick. I was pretty impressed with the card when I played it. Broken Wings is more of a control deck card. We'll just take Guardian, I guess. Divine Gambit came back. I think I'd rather have that than struggle for Skemfar. Just take care of anything in the mid to late game. Versus a card that needs me to have a creature. I also just want to get more reps with the card because I was pretty impressed yesterday, not going to lie. Eyesight Troll, I'm not going to get there in this deck. Rootless You, I'm probably not going to get there either. Warhorn Blast could be playable when we have Maja and just a bunch of creatures. Okay, so we know our colors now. Okie doke, so we've got a Batter Shield Warrior. Works well with our Clarion Spirit, our Usher of the Fallen, some of our cheap creatures. After that, I might take not Vold Recluse just to up my creature count. Mammoth Growth maybe, but probably not. Wings is probably just better than Mammoth Growth. Overall, not a super interesting pick. And here we're just going to take another Maja. I like saying Maja. It's probably Maya, but if you're doing the like Jarl pronunciation type stuff, but I just like saying Maja, so we're going to stick with that. There's also Beskir Shieldmate. We don't have all that many 2-drops. We have 1, 2, and then a couple of picks as 2-drops. But I don't really prioritize the Shieldmates over cards that are just like completely bonkers. Like the Maya. Maya just like ends the game, buffs all your creatures, is really good. Having 2 Mayas makes me prioritize Warhorn Blast and actually want to play a copy of that, I think. Especially because we have the Clarion Spirit as well. Oh my goodness, we did it. This double Goldvein pick is looking quite nice because now we can play 2 picks, probably like 1 mountain, and then use the Arctic, like rely on the fact that the Arctic Tree Line is both our colors, and then just splash this like Unreal card. I think this card's really good. I don't normally like splashing in my aggro decks, but this card's worth doing. It doesn't come up enough Weewall for it to matter. Like, the games where I have 1 Maya in play and they're not killing it, I'm going to be winning anyway. So we're taking Showdown here over this Cleric and the Struggle just because it's so good. And now... Raptor versus Stalwart Valkyrie. So Stalwart Valkyrie is more expensive. I already have kind of some stuff in the more expensive section. The Battlefield Raptor works really well with Codespell Cleric and Goldvein pick as an evasive threat. So I think I'm going to take Raptor over Valkyrie, even though normally I would take Valkyrie higher. I just really like the fact... It also works well with my like Clarion Spirit and stuff. Yeah, I like the Stalwart Valkyrie a lot, but I think Battlefield Raptor is just very good with double Goldvein pick. Wow. This card's also just bonkers. Very powerful card. Gets back like a Clarion Spirit, or can get back a Usher or Raptor, or yeah, a decent number of stuff. I don't really need the Beskir Shieldmate. Don't need the Stalwart Valkyrie. So I'm just gonna take Shepherd. Okay, so now we're choosing between one of these white 2-drops. We're going to be a heavy white deck, so we're not going to prioritize Guardian Gladewalker over a white 2-drop. Goldvein pick, we already have 2 of them, so we don't want a third one over just another creature for our deck. Beskir Shieldmate versus Story Seeker is interesting. Story Seeker does give me some lifelink. Some life gain is nice, but this gives me 2 different creatures that get buffed with Maya. Also, 2 creatures to wear the Goldvein pick, so I'm going to take the Beskir Shieldmate, I think. Though I will say that it is close, I think. Okay, now there's a Lindworm if I want it. I don't think I'm going to play the Valor of the Worthy, so I'll just take the Lindworm and then probably not play it. We'll consider it, though. Okay, there's a Horizon Seeker, which if I want to play 1 mountain to help splash Showdown of the Scalds, Horizon Seeker could be really good. I already have 2 Codespell Clerics. I don't think I need a third one. The Dwarf is a Cleric, so are Codespells, which I guess works with the Righteous Valkyrie. But I just like the fact that Shieldmate works with my other cards. We don't have any cards that care about snow. I guess I just take Mammoth Growth or Wings. I'm going to take Wings. Wings is a cheaper card, and I think it's a little bit better. And I am going to probably play the Jasper Sentinel to help me splash this Showdown of the Scalds now, with my double equipment and Maya to buff it. These rest of these packs aren't really... So I'm not going to play 2 Jasper Sentinels. Wow, and Behold the Multiverse, that's wild. I'm just going to take it. I'm not going to play a second Jasper Sentinel. So with 2 Goldvein picks, I'm not going to need Elven Bow. So I'm just going to immediately cut that. Ravenous Lindworm. I'm only going to play 1 mountain, by the way, because I have 2 picks and a Jasper Sentinel to help me get more colors. Probably going to play 16 lands, and I probably don't want the Ravenous Lindworm. I could see cutting Guardian Gladewalker again because it's an early green card, and I maybe just want to play fewer green sources. So this is 8 plus 9. So this is 17 lands. I think I probably want 17 lands because I do have some expensive cards. The Code Spell Clerics. Maybe I don't need 17. I can probably cut one of these. That gives me 7 green sources, 9 white sources. Yeah, a lot of my expensive cards have Foretell anyway. And then like a few red sources smattered here and there. I don't love Gold Maw Champion, but it performs decently well. I need to make one more cut. I'm not going to play a second Gold Maw here. Not going to play the Ravenous Lindworm, I do not believe. Though I will say Lindworm does good work sometimes. Or decently often. Lindworm is just a good card. I don't know. My deck is more mid-rangey than like all out aggro, but I do have like some very aggressive cards in the deck. And generally decks don't want to play both Code Spell Cleric and Ravenous Lindworm. So I think I'm still going to cut the Lindworm, but I'm just going to leave it in this little pile for now. I could cut the Gladewalker because it's a 2-mana green card that's going to be harder to cast. I think I'm going to cut Lindworm, and then my last cut might be Gold Maw Champion. I think Gold Maw Champion is okay, but not insane. I could also see cutting the Gladewalker, maybe. I have been decently impressed with like one Gold Maw Champion. But I like this card because it can help me splash my Showdown of the Scalds. I think the Gladewalker's decent, buffing a flyer or a random creature. Just putting the counter somewhere is nice. So this is me with 17 creatures. This can make tokens. This can make tokens. There's a bunch of small creatures. So I think Warhorn Blast is actually good in this deck. Though it doesn't work as well with Showdown because Showdown prefers you to have cards that are just all cards you want to cast immediately. But if I'm casting Showdown, I'm going to have other stuff to do, hopefully. And I have 1, 2, 3, 3 drops. Honey Mammoth was good in Ikoria, yeah. I think the Jasper Sentinel is good just because it helps me splash Showdown, and I have some equipments and counters running around and buffing things. Gold Maw Champion I just think doesn't do what I need it to do. I'm not like super down on the card or anything. I just don't think I need it. But yeah, we're going to try it like this for starters, and I will see you folks in the matches.
Before I get to the matches, I want to give a huge shout out to all of the patrons who support me and my content over at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. Special thanks to those at the credits level and to all of the new patrons who helped me reach the microphone funding goal. It is thanks to the support of patrons that I am able to steadily improve the quality of my videos and produce as much content as I do. Even just $1 a month goes a long way, and there are a host of cool rewards that you gain access to by becoming a patron. If my content has provided you with some value, please consider supporting my work on Patreon. It really makes a big difference. Without further ado though, let's get to the matches.
Welcome to round 1. On the play, all our colors. Classic turn 2 Foretell, turn 3 cast it. Next turn I can go Clarion Spirit Goldvein pick. Get a 1/1 immediately. Ooh, 3 colors on turn 3. Change of plan. It's just so effective when you can kill their 3-drop with your Cyril's Packmate. It's just like they just fall behind a lot. And I now have a 4/4. Okay. Sure thing. Just adding as much power to the board as I can. I want to get the Maya out next turn, but I want to like keep it safe for a turn. I'm still going to play this. It facilitates some attacks. It also lets me hit them for just a lot of damage. So even though I don't have a land, yeah, they're just dead. Drawing a land would have been nice there, but it's by no means required. It's important not to get too greedy with your cards. Ugh. I've been really in a zone. The zone. Oh. But yeah, I think this is a pretty sweet deck. So, sometimes I like to play other games when I'm not streaming. One game that it's funny. One of the things I like about games is that people like them for different reasons. So, like for Magic, some people like brewing decks, some people like playing constructed, some people like draft. And there's this game called Raft where it's like you're living on this little boat or whatever, and you're floating around in the ocean. And I have friends who I play with, and some people like doing like some people love just building new things. Some people like constructing the raft. My favorite thing to do is just like fish, which is just essentially clicking your fishing rod into the ocean and then waiting for the fish to be caught. But yeah, another good hand here. Yeah, so that's something that is that's where my mind's at sometimes. Sometimes I just want to do some virtual fishing. So in this hand, I think we're gonna play Clarion on 2. It's probably not gonna get us a 1/1 for a while, but just having a 2-mana 2/2 in play is really good. And then we can go Horizon Seeker, maybe into Struggle or something. And you can fish in Hades. I've never played Hades. I've heard it was really fun though. I'm one of those players that when I'm playing in real life, I shuffle my cards like this because I like learned how to do it and I think it's really fun. I think the one with Ben Stark was better because Halvar is just unbeatable. So every time I drew that card, I won. Okay. Okie doke. This could end badly for me. I have drawn a land every turn of the game, but this Demon Bolt or something, I don't know. Yeah, the thing is, Sujab, is I just like getting my I like getting my 2-drop out early because it can do some nice damage. Ooh hoo hoo hoo, Maja. Now I'm going to foretell. I don't want to trade a 3/2 for a 2/1. That actually probably is a better line though, Sujav. I wasn't even thinking about playing it combined with struggle to kill something. Yeah, that's a pretty good line. I like it. Okie doke. Valkyrie. I wasn't thinking this would be a good fighter. And I generally like killing something more important with my removal spells. Next turn I can go Maya, land, struggle with this guy or something. I do want to get my mountain. But I'm still not going to like suicide my guys in or anything. Anything ludicrous. So this could be Demon Bolt. It could be +4/+4. Okay, it's not +4/+4. What is it then? It's not Demon Bolt, I don't think. It's probably not Struggle. What is it? Okay. This can block this guy. So I probably shouldn't attack. What is it, though? What is it? Pumbaa? It's not even a warthog. You can't possibly call this Pumbaa. When I was a young meerkat. When he was a young meerkat. No, it's young warthog. Oops. Dang it, we were even talking about Pumbaa. How did I mess that up? When he was a young warthog. Looks like a pig. He's riding a bear. It's okay, bear. He didn't mean that. He doesn't mean you look like a pig. Ah, criminy. Ah, that's not great. What is this card? I should know. It's not Demon Bolt, or they would have killed something with it. Awimba, what? Oh, that's a different song. Ah, it's gonna be so obvious once they play it. Oh gosh, Demon Bolt. I'm keep looking at chat, hoping someone in chat will tell me what the foretold card is, but they're just singing the lion sleeps tonight. It's not Demon Bolt. It's not Dwarven Reinforcements. I don't think. Green card wise, it's probably not Mammoth Growth, or they would have attacked one of those other turns. I'm just going to block like this. I'm blocking like this because this is the best against a lot of the cards they could have. Like Run Amok. I don't lose my Valkyrie. I don't think they have Demon Bolts. Oh-wee, 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 oh-boy. Things are getting intense when I ignore singing In the Jungle, the Mighty Jungle, to think about what my opponent could have. That's when you know things are intense. Because I like singing that song. It's such a fun one. It's like, oh imbu what, oh imbu what, oh imbu what, oh imbu what, oh wee. What do they have? Oh, it's gonna be obvious once they play it. It's not Mammoth Growth, or they would have used that to kill this guy when I was tapped out. Okay, chat. I'm doing something that I should have done a long time ago. Jeez Louise. It's not cheating to do this, guys. It is clearly not cheating. Okay, so they are either green or red. Okay, I'm going to take my turn, though. Get my mountain. So if it's not Demon Bolt, it could be deal 2 to everything, I guess. Crush the weak. It could be a Doomscar Titan. A Dual Strike. Not a pack mate, that's for sure. Not +4/+4. It must be one of those cards. Unless it's some splash card. It's not a battle mammoth. What the heck is it? Is it like a splashed poison the cup or something? Oh gosh, Razy Daisy. Maya is so good. Okay. Oh, is it deal 2 to everything? And Maya's just hosing them? If Maya dies, I'm screwed if that's the card. I probably shouldn't have played Jasper Sentinel. That's gotta be what it is. Maya here, Maya who. I'm kidding. It is Question of the Week. It is. I did tall putty tat. No. Dang it. Well, that's not great. Oh, they drew the Frostbite. This is where if I had not played Jasper Sentinel, I would totally be okay. I knew what they had, but I didn't think they could kill the Maya because they had to draw something to kill the Maya. If I'd saved Jaspera, I would have a 4/6. Oh, now I lose. Oh, I gain a life. Nice. Bum ba da bum. Oh gosh. Dang it. I knew they had it too. I figured it out. And then I played into it because I didn't think they could kill my Maya. And I was like, I've got him on the ropes. Oh, now if I top deck Maya or Warhorn Blast, I just win? Aw, criminy. Well, we're at 3. We have a Gold Vein pick against the Vault Robber. No, the Ice Hide! Yes! Justice! Oh, the Divine Gambit! Off the top! Take that, Ice Hide Troll! Exiled, and they're empty-handed, the perfect scenario. Woo! We have 3 turns, and it's a top deck war. It's madness. This game would have been so much better if I just sandbagged that Jasper Sentinel. Oh my gosh. The plays! Ah! We're on the knife's edge. I'm gonna play this land in case we do draw Showdown on the Scald, so we can like play a spell that we draw. Because we do have the Maya, so it makes us want to save lands. No, we're gonna lose to Vault Robber. No! Oh. No! The pain! Oh. Oh. I have only myself to blame. I knew they had that card, and I was arrogant. I wanted to be able to triple block their stupid mammoth thing. The Grizzled Outrider. Ugh. I'm ashamed. I'm disappointed in myself. I let down the fans. I even Googled what card it was. Like all the foretell cards, so I would know what it was. And then I just drew like 3 lands in a row to lose. Feels bad, but I have only myself to blame. I made that Code Spell Cleric garbage when I could have had it been so good. Oh, man. That was a very hyped Divine Gambit. Also, that was a sick line where they played their own, they played their fight spell with no targets. I'm just going to flash in this Glorious Protector. On their turn, I can protect from removal. And the next turn, I can hit them 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, I can put them to 1 with my Warhorn Blast. Or I just play Maya. I'm not going to... It's not bouncing. It gets exiled. Come at me, bro! Come at me! Let's go! Die, Carfel Harbinger! Oh, I could have exiled the Packmate, but that would have been just too egregious, I think. Okay. So now my Warhorn Blast buffs 5 creatures. Yeah, Provoke the Trolls did not turn out to be great. Oh, thank goodness. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 of them get through. That's lethal, right? 4, 8, 11. I don't know how I counted 11. Oh, I added 1. Yeah. Math! They call him the Math Wizard. Thanks, Chunin. It is an awesome deck. The only loss was to me slightly misplaying. Or making a judgment error. It wasn't like a technical misplay or anything. It was like a... I didn't think they would be able to kill my Maya for a turn, and then I forgot I had 2 Code Spell Clerics in the deck, so I don't think it was great, but I did do the math. I just thought I was overkilling them instead of exactly killing them. Ha ha ho, Web BK PD. Every single one of my good cards in the same hand. Wowza. Risk management. Criminy. We're gonna gain 4 life back with this thing, so we're chilling. Next turn we can go equip, hit them for 3, flash, and Glorious Protector to eat their Usher of the Fallen. Surprise! Gotcha! So +1, +3 I don't care about. They can't have Jarl. Black has +2, +0. Ah. Sigrid. Glorious Protector can deal with that. Will they play around the Great Protector? No, they won't! The Glorious Protector. This is where you hope they don't have the combat trick, but you block it anyway, because nothing ventured, nothing gained. Looks like they're getting priority. So they could have the demon thing. Nope. Yes! Glorious Protector is so good! And we have this angel to gain us some life. It means no worries for the rest of your day. Dang, my opponent's like gonna miss their land drop and just concede. Oh. Okay, I understand, opponent. I see what it is. Okay. I'm just gonna kill them in 3 turns. I don't think I'm gonna... They clearly don't have a combat trick right now. They don't have a removal spell. So I take 6. I might be getting a little too aggressive here, but I'm putting him in a low life total, and then I'm playing this card that gains me 4 life. So, reasonable blocker. I have an extra 2/2 from the Maya. Yep, and they scoop it up. Woohoo! Diamond 3! So good. So good, so good, so good. I'd be inclined. Sorry. Pretty nice. The deck's doing well. The only loss is the one where I kind of threw it away. Oh my gosh, a fruit snack. I got sent a a goodie basket, which is awesome. And it's got a bunch of good snacks in it. The snacks are great. Ooh, this is a hand. Oh, yes. What a rip. Right off the top of the old deck. The Usher of the Fallen. It's like the modern day Davy Jones. Oh, no. Not cool, Brohim. I'm just going to play that. If I draw planes, I can go... I guess I don't want to go double code spell. I'll just play Righteous, probably. Whew. No! I'm not gonna bound in gold a fearless pup at this time. At this time, I will not be bounding golding a fearless pup. Yikes. Still can't attack past my Valkyrie. Beautiful, beautiful. Now I will, though. And, gained a life. Feels good. I don't want to trade this 3/2 for that 3/2 because mine is better. Once the pup starts to grow, that's when you need to be afraid. Harder, okay. Well, shocker, opponent. I was planning on attacking anyway. Oh, nope, not going to do that. I am not going to do that. Oh, we got trouble. I got really tempted. I almost just did it. And I totally would like, wait, they could totally just put something terrifying into play. What the heck? Oh, gosh. The thought popped into my head. I was like, oh no, why would I do that? I'm totally going to win. Just stay calm, Nikolai. Stay calm. We don't need to gambit. Speaking of gambits and chess, I recently passed the 1300 ELO threshold on chess.com. In bullet chess, no big deal. Pretty proud of that accomplishment. It made me feel real good about myself, my chess practice. Oh, I'm like 81st percentile. No big deal. Pretty proud of that. I was very pleased. Bullet. So it's 1 minute games. 1 minute games. Uno minuto. I'm not even flexing the physical guns. Boom, boom, fire. No, that's just from a scene of Night at the Museum 2 when he's like, take a look at the gun show going on over here. It's like The Thinker or something. Boom, boom, firepower. I don't know. Just a classic film. Thanks, Spoon. I'm leading with this because I'm fine trading it for this guy. I can play Pac-Man later. They use me to train stockfish. I don't know what stockfish is. It's not a. So this is not a demon bolt. We know that now. So we're back to the. What is it? Could be struggle. I kind of want to draw Showdown of the Scalds once just to see how it plays out. I feel like it's correct to splash. It's a chess computer program. Good, good. Oh. Is it Demon Bolt? Okay, it's not Demon Bolt. Okay. I want to get that mana, so I'm just going to chill now. We're cooking with fire. Oh ho ho, double the angels. Yeah, I might be able to get there. Awesome, Gaelon. Ah! I'm fine with a trade here. Because I can use my shepherd. They probably have Halvar coming up, so we'll have to be ready for it. We get Shepherd into play next turn, get back best gear. Lindworm. We'll have to see what they get with foraging, but I'm assuming it's got to be Halvar, because that's the only time people play this card. No, it's an Elven Bow. Oh, we're chillin'. Oh my gosh, that's such a relief. I can bound and gold the Lindworm without fear. I don't have to be afraid anymore. It's so reassuring. Ah! The hammer. The hammer. So I do have Maya in my deck, but I think I still want to play this land here. Here, I'm going to hold up Glorious Protector. I don't really care about killing their Lindworm yet. And if they spend more mana suiting it up with Hammer and stuff, I'm totally okay with that. Sure. Perfect. See, now they spent extra mana on it. Yes. Whoa, Celestian Mage. Thank you so much for the bits. I appreciate that. I'm going to wait one more turn on that. Because I already have 2 good spells to cast this turn, and now I'll have even more mana to work with next turn. Okay, buddy. Buddy, old pal. Hit me with your best shot. I'm ready. Yeah, you're a real tough cookie with a long history. Okay. I'm probably going to just attack this guy in. They can't do much about it. It's a 3-3. Makes it much better for me. And then they can't, like, deal with my flyers, really. Oh, well. Ugh. Well, I guess I don't get to see what Showdown of the Scalds looks like. Because the game's just over, but... Or it feels over. Chat. I'm too competitive to just cast my Showdown of the Scalds and see what happens. Even though I may have messed up some of the games, I'm not going to mess up the 3v win, essentially. Such is life. I guess I'll have to do it another time. Whoa! My chat got stopped. Okay. Okay, where was the last message I saw? Okay, okay. Computer versus main Casper. I remember Kasparov versus Deep Blue. Can't stop the stream. Thanks, Decklist. I'm glad you enjoy it. I just kind of like missed the some of the chess messages. I mean, chat messages. Sometimes my chat just freezes. Okay, this is a good hand. It just stopped scrolling, so I just missed messages for a little bit. Oh my gosh, they are on to me. They're on the tech play. I'm going to put the counter on itself, because I'm going to be using this guy for mana, hopefully. Ugh. Wow, it's the mirror match. Wow, and they buffed that guy? Okay. If they play Horizon Seeker, I'm going to hit them with the nice. I really hope they play it. We know the way. One of us chose the path of darkness, the swamp. The skull mana. Oh my gosh. It's funny as hell. Okay. I'm totally fine trading this. That's like a fine trade for me. Trading a 3-4 for a 4-3, that a 3-2 essentially is really nice. Yes! I didn't want to trade though. Let's get that mountain. Let's go. Whew. They're hitting me for 2 back. Get wrecked, Nikolai. No, the mentor. Hmm. No attacks. I want to be able to get a land with it next turn. Oh my gosh. The world's largest sentinel. I'm gonna get rid of Battle Shield Warrior. Can I talk about Gambit? It's just gonna be like a removal spell. Like, they're almost out of cards in hand, and then this just basically kills whatever I want. That's pretty much how I think about it, at least. Okay. Get another forest. I'm gonna do that. I hope they don't have Skull Raid. You just don't cast it in the early game because it's not worth it. like right now, it's pretty nice. Like, whatever they put in, I was going to have to deal with it anyway, essentially. Sure. And they don't even get to put something in. I don't have anything to get back just yet, but if one of my things dies, it'll be nice. And I can flash in Protector thanks to 1, 2, 3 mana. I'm going to use it to save something, I think. This thing is irritating. Next turn I can go this, plus this. This is going to give me 5, 9 life. That gives me exactly 27. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's exactly 27. No, never mind. It's 20. No, it's 27. We did it! We triggered Righteous Valkyrie in limited! Maybe this is +4, +4. No! Feels bad, man. Well, we had one moment of glory. Oops. They have to block one of my flyers or they're just dead. But they're probably going to want to block Maja. Opponent did live the dream with the world's largest Jaspera Sentinel, though. Probably shouldn't have attacked with my card when that could have been a Mammoth Growth, but people don't play Mammoth Growth, so it's not very played, so I don't really play around it. I guess I wasn't really focused on that game, though. I was much more focused on chat than, like, what exactly is their foretell card. Sometimes I'm in that zone. That's when I don't really look at chat, and I'm just like, what could that card be? It could be anything. It could be a boat. For a second, I was like, wait, I'm a white-red deck? What is happening? I'm actually going to foretell this on turn 2 so that I can go Clarion. Or actually, I'm going to use this on turn 2. Because then go this guy, get a 1-1 immediately. Whew, not the Brineborn Cutthroat variant. This is the perfect hand to have a Warhorn Blast, I'll say that much. I like buffing the flyer. It's generally. 2/2 flyer is much scarier than a 1/1 flyer. Vega the Watcher, sure. Wow, that's gonna be terrifying. I just really want to play Showdown of the Scalds. I'm gonna cast it. Probably better to just play the Glorious Protector, but I just really want to actually play my card once. Next turn I can go Maya and Forest Maya. Or Plains Maya. Put a counter on one of my guys. So this is going to be a 3/3. This is going to be a 3/3. This is going to have 3 power. This could be a 4/3, and then it can't be blocked by the shield mate. If I attack with these two, one of them will be blocked there. If I attack like this, then they can't trade there. I'll just leave them back because I do have this Warhorn Blast next turn. Oh, we got trouble. Dang. Next turn, Warhorn Blast. Just decimating everything. They take 4, go to 5. So Showdown was like a draw 2 that put a counter on something. It's going to put another counter on stuff. I guess I didn't cast it in the ideal situation. I just really wanted to cast it because I was pretty sure I was going to win this game. No matter what I did. Okay, Bergstrider, that should be enough for me to get the win. And I can put a counter onto my... No, I can put a counter onto whatever they don't block. Yep. Woohoo! Yay! Got the win. Do we have another round to play? I hope we have another round to play, because this deck is fun. I wasn't keeping track, though. Oh, moment of truth, moment of truth. No! Oh. Sad day. Well. Look on the bright side, I guess. We got 7 wins. Downside, we don't get to play another match. I'm kidding. I'm excited to get to 7 wins. Never fear, chat. The only one we lost was that one where we horribly misplayed. Where I think it actually was a pretty bad misplay when I was pretty sure it was Crush the Week to play that, because then if they do kill Maya, I get completely owned. And I would have won the game if I hadn't done that, so... Or I'm pretty sure I would have won, so... Always something to keep in mind. But, this was a fantastic draft. Excellent run. I mean, the Diamond players are by no means weak competition at all. And players in Diamond are often tryharding more than people in Mythic, because they want to get into Mythic. So, it's getting to 7 wins and almost like 7-0, like 7-1, but with a match we could have won, potentially. is really something I'm pretty proud of in Diamond. It's not as easy to do as it would be in like Silver, even though players are oftentimes very similar skill level. It definitely does get a little bit harder the farther up the ladder you go. But that is going to do it for this draft video. I really do hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it. Remember to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment in the comment section down below. If you made it all the way to the end of the video and want to let me know you made it, leave leave Angel Triumvirate, because there were 3 angels that were really quite good, and we kind of had them all in play at that one point and had this guy triggered and all that stuff. So hashtag Angel Triumvirate. I think a triumvirate is like a leadership party of 3 people or something. That's at least what it means in my head. So Angel Triumvirate to let me know you made it all the way to the end of the video, or hashtag opening angels, because we kind of opened this angel and opened that angel. So to let me know you made it all the way to the end of the video. Showdown of the Skulls, we got to cast it once. It would have been good in that other game when we ended up just winning the game instead. But overall, this deck was super powerful. I think we read the signals quite well. We ended up in a good seat. Divine Gambit performed well. Our Angels performed well. Maya performed great. Jasper Sentinel did some cool things. It was really a cool deck, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you do want to support my content directly, you can do so via the Patreon, patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. There's a host of cool rewards over there, and I really do appreciate all of the people who support me and help me continue producing these videos and upgrading my videos and making everything as good as it can possibly be. You can also check out the Twitch stream if you want to join in the fun live, and if you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe to the Twitch stream for free. You just link your Amazon account with your Twitch account, because Amazon owns Twitch, and then you get to subscribe to my channel every month for free. So at no extra cost to yourself, you are supporting my content and my videos, and you can do that every single month. So if you've done it in the past, you can do it again each month. You can also read my articles, join the free NicolaiBolas Discord server in the description and pinned comment down below. They're linked. And yeah, overall, a ton of fun here. You can also follow the NicolaiBolas Twitter if you want to get notified when I post new videos. I don't use it for other things, but I do post there when I post new videos and when I'm going live streaming. So you can find that linked below as well. That is going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun playing it. A really good deck overall and a lot of fun to play. But that's going to do it for this video. It cannot last forever, and I will talk to you next time.